and you should be prosecuted to the extent that the law will allow us. Killing the babies, okay. Hurting the animals, not okay. I am a massive animal lover, so I am totally for preventing people from hurting animals. But it's the hypocrisy is so astronomical that it says Northam defended a radical pro-abortion bill that would have allowed unborn babies to be aborted up to the point when a woman is about to give birth, and then even said that even after the newborn baby is born, that if they think it's disabled or they don't want it to live, they just have to kill it. But then he says, but now it says here the criminal law requires the animal to die before someone can face felony charges. Starting on July 1st, under the bill, animal abusers can be found guilty of a Class 6 felony. Increased the penalty for cruelty and unnecessary beating, maiming, mutilating, or killing a dog or cat to a felony charge. So you cannot kill a dog or cat, but you can kill a baby in Virginia. Let's get over to Creepy Joe for a little bit. And let's see, we got a little bit of time left here. Okay. I've covered this last night, but it's the reason why I'm covering it again tonight to finish up the show with a couple other stories is that Joe Biden actually came out of the woodworks with a video because 4 women have come out saying that he touched them, made them feel uncomfortable, and so the deep state, I believe, the anti-white male movement on the left who are trying to disqualify Biden, they've been really hitting him pretty hard. Well, let's play some of this video here where Joe Biden, he tweeted, social norms are changing. I understand that. And I've heard what these women are saying. And then he attached a video to it. So here is Joe Biden explaining why he understands, but he wants people to understand why he was so touchy, touching little kids, touching women, smelling their hair. And you just need to kind of understand why he did it, and now he won't.
Folks, in the coming month, I expect to be talking to you about a whole lot of issues, and I'll always be direct with you. But today I want to talk about gestures of support and encouragement that I've made to women and some men that have made them uncomfortable. And I always tried to be, in my career, I've always tried to make a human connection. That's my responsibility, I think. I shake hands, I hug people, I grab men and women by the shoulders and say, you can do this. And whether they're women, men, young, old, it's the way I've always been. It's the way I've tried to show I care about them and I'm listening. And over the years, knowing what I've been through, the things that I've faced, I've found that scores, if not hundreds of people have come up to me and reached out for solace and comfort, something, anything that may help them get through the tragedy they're going through. And so it's just who I am. And I've never thought of politics as cold and antiseptic. I've always thought it about connecting with people. As I said, shaking hands, hands on the shoulder, a hug, encouragement. And now it's all about taking selfies together. Social norms have begun to change. They've shifted. And the boundaries of protecting personal space have been reset. And I get it. I hear what they're saying. I understand it. And I'll be much more mindful. That's my responsibility, and I'll meet it. But I'll always believe governing, quite frankly, life for that matter, is about connecting with people. That won't change, but I will be more mindful and respectful of people's personal space. And that's a good thing. I've worked my whole life to empower women. I've worked my whole life to prevent abuse. I've written And so the idea that I can adjust to the fact that personal space is important, more important than it's ever been, is just not thinkable. I will.
So there you go. There's Creepy Joe. Creepy Joe says, yeah, I've come from a time where I would grab men by the shoulders and women and say, you can do it. And yeah, I came up behind women and I sniffed their hair and I touched their hands, rubbed nose to nose, but that's just kind of how I did things back then. But Politico says that Biden pledges in video to be more respectful of personal space. Says Biden said handshakes, hugs, and shoulder grabs was the way he showed support to others, something he appreciated during times of hardship in his own life. But if you get down here, it says that there's 4 women, and notably, he did not apologize to the 4 women. Interesting. Now, I don't really hear the Me Too movement, which I just don't have a lot of good things to say about anyway, but Biden might have been able to kind of defuse this pretty significantly, and he could still be, maybe we don't count him out, because that was a pretty good, straight, honest, you know what, I had bad times, which he did. He had death in his lives, and people would reach out to him, and then he reached out to people. He has been way too touchy. I don't trust Biden at all. But he did put the video out, and you can see it on Twitter, Joe Biden, if you want to see the video again. But that's pretty much where we're at with that. Now, Kamala Harris, she wants to still try to be seen and noticed. Okay? Her friend, cousin, or whatever relation she has with Jussie Smollett, as she was getting text along with Cory Booker during his hoax that Chicago let him out of, so he got away with a hoax, a hate crime hoax. But it says here from Politico that Kamala Harris wants Dreamers to work in Congress. It's just an illegal alien, a kid that grew up, came over illegal, has not become legal. Parents are still in the country illegally, have not become citizens normally. And yet they're so arrogant that Kamala Harris, it says here, she's going all the way on immigration reform. On Wednesday, the 2020 contender, today, she introduced legislation with Senator Dick Crazy Durbin, Illinois, Catherine Cortez Masto, Democrat, Nevada, that would make Dreamers eligible to work as staffers or interns in Congress. The latest move by the California Democrat to seize on an issue that her rival, Beto, which that's not his name, Robert O'Rourke, he is Irish or Scottish, he's not Spanish, has made his calling card, and to advocate for a Democrat constituency that is often reduced to a congressional bargaining chip. Harris's proposal would lift what immigrant rights supporters consider a mean-spirited ban on Dreamers working in Congress. Unbelievable. There's no shame, no fear. If I was president and I had the Congress, there'd be hundreds of thousands of people leaving the country monthly. I would do everything in my power. President Trump wants to get him out too. But Kamala Harris is like, oh, I'm losing some popularity, so O'Rourke just said he's for reparations all of a sudden. So how about Dreamers can come to work with me in the Capitol as an illegal alien protected by a presidential executive order, which was canceled by President Trump, but a liberal judge said you can't cancel an executive order because somebody's not going to like it. It's going to affect someone negatively. So the Supreme Court's going to have to finally get all the way up there and say, an executive order is not a legislative piece, so it's not a bill that's been signed into law. So the executive order can be canceled by a subsequent executive order. So Kamala, do your little thing, but if the Supreme Court rules the way it's supposed to, DACA will be dead anyway. Now, we'll finish up with the border here in the last couple minutes. I don't want to talk about it every day, but Jorge Ramos, dual citizenship, U.S. and Mexico, reporter for Univision, he said that on yesterday evening that he believes the solution of the migrant crisis at the U.S.-Mexico border is to just legalize illegal immigrants. Amnesty. Just legalize them because nobody can really stop them from entering. He said the U.S. economy has been absorbing them, and it seems that we need to realize that the only way to deal with this is a legal way. Just 300,000 one year, 400,000, 1.5 million. We simply don't have the power to stop them from coming, he said. So let's just give them amnesty. Shut up, Ramos. Go home. America's not your home. So sick of these people. Yeah, they're illegal. They're violating our laws. Cartels made billions off of bringing them up. So let's just give them what they want. Hey, thank you for listening. This has been The Informant. My name is Eric Thompson, megabook.com or the-informant.com. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a great evening.